WWE, now you fucked it up. Guys, I went to Raw in Düsseldorf and it broke me. In 2024, I spontaneously went to Bash in Berlin and it turned out to be one of the best things that ever happened in my life. So when I saw that WWE would do televised shows in Germany again, I was ecstatic. Now I'm considering to flat out stop watching WWE and I don't know, maybe jump to the competition in AEW or take a break of this wrestling stuff. So what happened? First of all, the show was way too short. Raw is 3 hours. So why the fuck was this over in 2 hours and 20 minutes? It's always Raw, it's 3 hours this, Raw, it's 3 hours that. And alright, I get it. 3 hours is a lot of wrestling, especially if it's each and every week. But I pay to get 3 hours and I want 3 hours. Heck, I had the choice to go either to Berlin for SmackDown or to Düsseldorf for Raw. And I chose Raw because it's longer than SmackDown's 2 hours. SmackDown went back to 3 hours. I didn't know that at the time I booked tickets. And compared to what the people in Berlin got, the folks in Düsseldorf got ripped off. Let's get into the show itself. Starting with the main event taping. 2 bonus matches. Awesome, right? I mean, Otis and Tozawa vs the Creed brothers was fun, but why the hell was Maxine Dupree relegated to main event? This tells me it's over for her and this rubs me the wrong way. WWE put the Intercontinental title on her. Everyone was happy. Then immediately they got cold feet, had Maxine drop the belt back to Becky and shafted Maxine to the C-show nobody cares about. Don't lie to me, you don't care about main event. The actual Raw kicks off and things are actually good for the moment. Rhea and Io celebrating their newly captured tag titles. We got to chant "You Deserve It," singing the Bayley song was fun, especially because Bayley gave us credit. Siobhan Evans then comes out to squash a jobber in a way too short match. Look, sending local hero Ludwig Kaiser out was a good idea, but why as El Grande Americano? Kaiser is thriving as El Grande, but won't you let him have a moment as himself in his home country? Not even a dark match or promo. But no, there is no time, they had to end 40 minutes early. Throughout the night we were subjected to listen to the god-awful Raw theme. Just fire Def Rebel already. During a commercial break, Jey Uso cuts the most generic Uso promo I've ever heard. And yes, it was just Jey. Jimmy didn't show up. Our new tag champions, ladies and gentlemen. Next match, Judgment Day vs Kabuki Warriors vs Lyra and Bayley, and something felt off here. Usually I love triple threat matches. Triple threat is by far my favorite match type. Don't get me wrong, the competitors definitely worked up the triple threat magic, but I guess triple threats just hit harder captured on cameras with different angles as opposed to in attendance. Liv and Roxy taking the W was the right thing to do from my point of view. I practically have no complaints about the Visions vs Luchadors match, except I maybe would have preferred to see Rey Mysterio instead of Dragon Lee. Breaker once again launched himself like a missile on his spear and the post-match angle with Adam Pearce was nice. Raquel and Vaquer then had a nothing segment that further devalued Vaquer as a champion and exposed how dire things are in the both women's main title pictures. When everyone is caught up in the tag division, you're left with hardly any challengers for the world titles. But now let's get to what really grinded my gears to the state I'm now in. AJ Styles vs Gunther. For this, you need to understand that AJ Styles is my favorite wrestler of all time. When I saw that AJ Styles was set to compete on the Raw episode I'm going to attend, I was jumping of joy. And this was probably my only chance to see him as he's going to retire and I can't afford to fly whatever country he's competing in. But they blew it! It was about an hour and 55 minutes into the show. I was expecting at least a match and a promo before the main event commenced. Then all of a sudden AJ's music hit. I was like, so either they are going to wrestle for an hour or there will be a segment to close the show, which I hate when they do it. Then the match started and it wasn't bad in any way. But for some reason I fail to comprehend. Gunther was cheered like a hero. Wait, what? Have you forgotten what this guy did? I was there with very few similar-minded people supporting AJ Styles with everything I got. Yet my voice disappeared amongst the Gunther chants. WTF. Actually, WTF. Gunther cheats and AJ goes down after one powerbomb like a champ. WWE and the majority of the crowd have no respect for John Cena. They have no respect for AJ Styles. They are disrespecting the man that just retired. They are disrespecting the man that is going to retire this year. Then it's just over. 40 minutes left, no segment, no dark match, nothing. I stood there in disbelief. My trust in WWE shattered. I paid a shit ton of money, traveled over 8 hours by train, stood in the queue in front of the arena for over 90 minutes just to see a mid-show with more than 20% missing and a slap in the face of our main event. I can forgive a lot, but this crossed a line. Putting out one mediocre show after the other is one thing, but stealing so much money and multiple literal days from my life, putting me under all this travel stress is another. If these next few weeks aren't delivering the best fucking programs I've ever seen, I'm gone. I've been aware of AEW for some time. Maybe it's finally time to give AEW my full attention. So what does this mean for this channel? Well, I pre-produced a handful of videos because I had more spare time at hand, for more stressful times ahead. They will go online in the coming weeks, then I don't know, maybe I change topics. I really want to talk about Naruto, for example. Hope you're down for that. Let me know what you think in the comments. You've been watching WWE for the moment, but no idea for how much longer. The best thing since wrestling. The best thing since wrestling.